is a problem you don't get every day with a 300 TDI. I've just been doing the checking the heads. I've got the pistons in, nothing to report there, well so far. Crank's good, bore's good, everything went together nice. Except here. I'm calculating the height of the piston protrusion to work out which head gasket to put on this. And I have a problem. You can probably see here, this piston, wait a minute, let's see if we can zoom in a bit. This piston here is considerably lower than this piston here. In fact, I did some notes. I've averaged the pistons out, so what you do is you measure both sides and then average it out and find out the piston height. So the first one was 0.56, second one was 0.69, third one was 0.69, the fourth one was minus 0.14. Now the difference between the first cylinder and the second cylinder is 0.7 of a millimetre. That's kind of a lot. Now a lot of people have the problem the opposite way around. The pistons stick out too high and well, you're kind of stuck then. I don't know what that is. Now these were original rods in here and there was no sort of, you couldn't really tell if a rod was bent, because if a rod usually goes bent, it goes very, very bent. And the pistons are OEM original pistons, so they're, you know, like they're not aftermarket. There's not one different piston and not one different rod. I don't know. I've never had that problem before. So what I'm considering about doing to find out what's wrong with it, because it is Friday and you know, not much to do today. I think I'll take that piston out again and put it on a different rod and see if there's any difference. But when I put the piston rings in, maybe, I'll just take the piston off and change the rod. Hopefully that'll cure it. I don't know. Hope so. We'll see. It's not often I'm wrong, but this time I'm right, and I never noticed it. The rod's bent. Now, what caused it to bend, I don't know. I have no idea. But how can I tell? Well, I've simply got a gudgeon pin, or wrist pin, whatever you want to call it, and you can see I've been lightening these pistons, balancing these rods, balancing them all up together. This one's a stock rod. It's good. It's straight. But when I put a straight edge across there, I don't know if you can see that. Can you see there? There's a gap. Bent as a 9-bob bit. Now if I put a straight edge across here, not too bad. Put a straight edge across there, you drive a bus through it. So the rod is actually, when I looked at it again, the rod's actually banana shaped. Look, you can see there's a slight curve in it. Could you straighten it out? No, it's kaput. Well, that's a disappointment. But good job we found it, eh? I thought there was something wrong with this motor. You know, the way it sounded. Now all the compressions should be even Stevens. At least it's a cheap fix on. Never throw anything out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to balance up these rods, this rod, to make it the same as this one. The effect wouldn't really be too detrimental, but the weights will be the same, if you see what I mean. But we'll do that. Well. I've never seen that before. That is amazing. And like I say, there must have been something wrong with this engine, or something's gone wrong with it, because that rod is just as I took it out. Clean as that. I never even put it through the vapor blaster or anything. It's just as clean as that. Isn't that amazing? What the most amazing thing is, the rod that I've got, the spare rod, and the only one I've got, is a number 4 one. Same as that one. Brilliant. Right, let's get it on and let's see what the difference is. Well, this is an unexpected video, but it gives me an opportunity to show you Mark 3 of the rod balancing tool. Now, I did a bit of a peruse around the internet and I found out that this one here that I knocked up in a few seconds was quite good. All it is a base table. You've got a vertical and some angles. You've got 1, 2, 3 angles there, 4, 5 angles on there. Now I've got my kitchen scales here at the other side. You can't quite see them at the moment, but I've got 2 pins coming here. These are 3/8 pins or 10mm, and I set a straight edge across here with the spirit level on, as a level. So I know that the level here and the level here on the bench is exactly the same, if you see what I mean. So that's good. So these are the same height. Now the trick about it was, it's this one's a bit tricky, but let me see. This is a bit tighter. I went down to JP and he knocked me up a couple of old bushes from some scrap that we can put into the bearings here and here, so it's easy to push on and off. It didn't look easy there, but believe me it is. Now you can see here I've got a piece of bath plug chain, which once you got the rod down here in the middle, you know, like once you've got your rod, it balances out really nice, if you see what I mean. So what you've got to do is to see, instead of using the regular holes here, you've got to drill two new holes. And the same with this one, you just offset it. It's kind of straightforward, but it works a treat. Now what I found out was, when I was doing this, let me get this set back up again. That bush is a little bit tight on there, but it's not too bad. Although I shaved a bit off the end of this cap, this pin here, this one's exactly the same. I've never found 2 rods exactly the same, but lo and behold, this one and this one is the same weight. The only difference is this one here is 24 grams heavier than this one here. So I'm going to shave a little bit of metal off here, 24 grams. Now I'm going to turn the machine round and show you what a difference it makes. So this is just for demonstrations only. I don't know if you can see quite clearly here that the scale is set on 0. If I was to put not just the Sharpie, but the pen top of the Sharpie on here, that's 3 grams. That's all it takes. It's nothing, but of course it all adds up. So what we're going to do, we're going to shave a bit off this rod, 24 grams, and we'll see what it looks like. This is a strange job. You remember I said I had a good, nice straight rod? No laughing. But and I weighed it up, and I had a bit of a trouble trying to get this little bushing in here. You know, it's a bit tight. And I realised because it was a spare, I just realised down, where is it now? There. It's marked number 1, but number 4 here. It doesn't match the cap. It's not the end of the world, don't worry. And when I went and felt inside here, there's a slight lip, so this isn't quite the rod for this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reclaim this rod. Now I can't do it and JP can't do it because he hasn't got a honing tool to do this with. But I'm going to take it down to the local machine shop, CarQuest, and have Claude to have a look at it, and he can do it. Yeah, it's not the end of the world. We can salvage this one, and then I can take a little bit. Just to say, I started to grind it, and I noticed the number. So after that, I think I should be fine. And that is the right way the cap goes on, by the way. Can you see the 2 notches here? It's no point of turning it round, if you see what I mean. Turning it 180 degrees round, because the tangs will be in a different place. That's not good. So with this here, tighten it down. We'll print out the dimensions of this bore, where it should be, and get him to reclaim that. It's cheaper than getting another rod, you know, and it'll be a genuine rod too. Rod Stewart. See you later. I'll report if there's anything interesting. I'll report back, but I really want to not show you how to build this engine because we've already done it, but I want to show you some of the pitfalls. All right, we'll see you later.